Yo, what's up, everybody? JC will keep real FOREX King back at it for another weekly FOREX forecast. So we're gonna look at the week of. We can start on Sunday, November 1st, all the way to Friday, November 6th. And Friday is gonna be NFP week, non-farm payroll week, very volatile. And this week is interesting week because this is the week of the elections. So November 3rd, you're gonna have the U.S. elections. So let's start on looking at Sunday. So Sunday, there's not too much going on. There's maybe some daylight savings happening, so the time's gonna be different in the U.S. even from the U.S. And then markets low impact throughout the day. Monday, the day before the elections, you're gonna see a lot of news during like London session for like the euro, affecting the euro pair, and then later on, ISM manufactured PMI news, and this news deals for the manufacturing information. You can read the details going to forexfactory.com and checking the folders. It's a high impact news event. So that's that. And then aids in session, you're gonna see cash rate RBA rate statements. So that's gonna be very high impact news. Dealing with the interest rates happening. And now let's look at Tuesday, which is election. So it's all day event. I don't know if they're gonna have the results officially on Tuesday because people did mail-in ballots. There's still be like different factors happening for the election. People are mailing it, people are going to the polls that day. So I don't know if they're gonna count all the results that same day, but we'll see. And then later on, this news event for the New Zealand dollar, beginning of age session, you could say, or you have the toward the end of New York session, they had the European employment change and the unemployment rate, so very volatile. So the New Zealand dollar pair is going to definitely move a lot. So expect to see crazy movements for that pair. And then Wednesday, you're gonna see low impact news, maybe the election results. It's gonna play a role during the market the next day. And you have the ISM service PMI news, high impact news, the New York session. So be on the lookout for that. And then beginning Thursday, there's a lot of news for GBP pairs. With the monetary policy, official bank rates, all that fun stuff that's going to happen during New York session. So Thursday about to be lit. And then you get FOMC statement at 3 p.m. and federal funds rate from the press conference. So yeah, New York session going to be impactful for Thursday. So definitely control your risks. And then Friday, watch out for NFP. NFP been kind of like trash lately because of coronavirus. So it does mean affecting results in the market with the volatility. So right now you can see the employment rate was at 7.7. So we'll see what's going to be now. And that's basically looking at what's happening for the calendar. And then you go investing.com, definitely go to investing.com and see like what's going on with the coronavirus. Check to see the events happening and what to expect because the quarantine stuff right now, like France, they're on like lockdown. So there's so much stuff going on because they're still trying to bring down the numbers. Now let's look at the charts. So right now we're looking at GBP US JPY actually. So for this pair, last week pretty much was a downtrend. As you can see, the market dropped down. So this week is a election week. So and there's a lot of news throughout the week for GBP pairs. So if we go to the higher time frame, which is the 4 hour chart, hold on. So you can see we are targeting to see a potential like resistance here. So the market could retest the resistance and come back down and then shoot back up to test this area. So, but this week there's so much going on. This is a strong area, I would say, a strong demand zone area for now. So market could come down here, test this area before it shoots back up to get back into this area. And let's go to GBP USD. So right now we're in the forward chart, and as you can see, the market did basically came down a lot toward the end of the week. So right now there's like a strong demand zone area. So I do see the market potentially come back down, testing this area and coming back up. And then it breaks this area as a support. Let's shoot up here for the area for resistance and test this area. If it breaks it, we can go back up to potentially test this high. So depending on what happens here, but if the market comes down and breaks the support down here and closes and comes back up, we could see potentially come back down. Because we notice there's a lot of noise here, some noise here, some noise here. So this is like a strong area of decent support. Now let's look at AUD USD 4-hour chart. So the market came up and it came back down throughout the week. So this is a demand zone area. So I do see the market coming back up to test this area, and if it breaks this area, we can come back up to this area where there's a lot of struggle around this area. So this is probably a nice area to target for this week. But it is election week, and there's news for AUD and stuff due to like interest rates and all that. So depending what happens, we'll see. But when the market closes below this area, then we expect a continuation to the downside. Let's go to the daily chart real quick. As you can see, this is draw demand zone area. But we break this demand zone area and he's at resistance, we'll come back down. This is FOI. And now US30. So the Dow, as you can see, the Dow's been dropping lately due to this whole coronavirus, due to this whole elections. So the market's pretty uncertain. So the elections is Tuesday. So we're gonna see what happens. Right now, I do see the market continuation back down. And then depending on the election result, it might shoot back up. But right now we are in a downtrend. So if it comes back down here, I wouldn't be surprised. If it shoots back up, then retest this area and use the area of resistance, target down this area. I wouldn't be surprised. And now for gold. Gold's been on a slight downtrend as well. So I do see gold potentially coming back down and shooting back up. Come back down. Because it's going to be impacted due to the elections and what's happening in the market. So right now, I would say gold is still a downtrend. But the way the market's moving due to the whole uncertainty, coronavirus, elections, and what's happening in China. So I do see gold potentially dropping to test the area of support. And if it respects it, we'll shoot back up and potentially come back and test this area right here. If not, the gold could easily come back down and break and go back lower. But this is like a area of decent support. So if it comes back down, we could test here and just shoot back up. So this is pretty much market recap for this eventful week coming to the markets, the U.S. election. So we'll see what happens. I know last 4 years, a lot of volatility on election day due to the results happening. So we'll see what happens. So the market is definitely it's going to be interesting for the Dow and gold. Definitely have good risk management. Trade what you see, not what you think, and manage your risk, and you should be all right. And everybody know we out here. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace.